Hey guys, I got a haircut. And I'm gonna call bullshit on everybody that responded. Phil, you're an indie and you make indie games. Saying you're a hobbyist, that's kind of the definition of indie, kinda. I think hobbyist is a subset of indie. So you can't say, I'm not an indie, I'm a hobbyist. It's like, I'm a hobbyist, therefore I am indie. I think that's how it works. I'd be hard pressed to define hobbyist in such a way that it would exclude the indie values I'm trying to promote with my definition. So, too bad you're indie. Nice try though. If you don't want to be labeled, that's cool, but you are. You're indie. Mike, I have some beefs with you, Mike. I'm pretty upset that you're equating indie to lower quality. I mean, you say that if you're indie, therefore you're not AAA, therefore your games are shitty? Like, what? Since when? No, not at all. Not one bit. Shut up, stupid. Now, I mean, there are some high quality AAA titles and some low quality AAA titles. And there are some high quality indie games and low quality indie games. If you, in your mind, equate indie games to the worst of the worst on Newgrounds, okay, I guess that's your prerogative, but when I think indie games, I think of games like Fez and World of Goo and Braid. Are those poor quality games by your definition? Because they're definitely indie, so I don't know where you're going with that. I don't think you have a leg to stand on, so fuck you. And then, yeah, so when I made my first video and I said why I'm making the definition, one of the reasons is because I go to people and I say, hey, I'm Andy, I make games. And they say, oh, I love Halo. What did you do? I'm like, ugh. And then you get into this long, drawn out conversation because they don't know the industry. And for you to describe how you are different from that is going to take a lot of work. So you can say, no, 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 I don't make Halo. I wasn't on that team. I'm on a small team. And then they say, oh, so you do contract work for Disney, like by yourself? It's like, no, 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 no. Like, I'm on a small team. I do my own stuff. And then like they respond like, oh, so do you have investors? Like, who's your publisher? Are you going through Microsoft? Like no, I'm not. And then what you end up saying, and maybe not so many words, but what you end up saying is, um, no, no, I'm an individual, and I solely pursue my internal vision when I'm creating games. And then, I mean, by this point, they're pretty much going to be saying, oh, isn't that indie? Right? So if you don't want to call yourself indie because you think there's like marketing connotations and stuff, that which there are. I also mentioned in my first video that it really bugs me when um, indie is used as a marketing term. But it happens. But that long conversation you're having with people that don't understand where you sit in the industry, there should be a name for that. I propose that name be indie. What do you propose that name be? In lieu of doing a 20-minute conversation with everyone you meet in the street. That's a question specifically for Mike.